This learning management site I implemented has really good SEO performance and best practices score on page speed. But I found one important issue was whenever I implemented new feature, functionality, component type for the learning management system, for example, adding a code component, which I can show you here. I think this is a code editor as well, but we have a prompt here. Whenever I implemented something new, especially this code editor, impacted drastically my page speed score. From 94, it dropped to 60 something, if I remember well. And that was the impact of implementation and not using dynamic import in Next.js. So I found this is really important to have some workflow that automatically, every day at least for me, runs through all the pages and provide a report like this. It checks a lot of components here that is more technical for a developer to know about each component and metrics here, which guide me to improve the site performance if this metric and number is under specific value. So this workflow, which is this one, every day runs through all of the pages of my site, grab them, going through actual the sitemap. From the sitemap, it gets all the page URLs, add them to a sheet, and after that, using page speed API to go through each page and get a metric for me and add that here. So I can review or get notification when a specific page metric is below 70 for in this case. Page speed, sometimes its metric is lower than real world number. And it's because, for example, in this case, I have a lot of pages. I have around 400 pages. That's why it doesn't allocate too many resources to my request anymore. That's why it can vary. But for me, around 670 is good number. And lower than that, I need to be notified and review what is going on. So that was one of the reasons. For example, this is one of my pages, real metric, looks really good. And other automation I've done for SEO scanner is going through now technical, but the page structure, meta tags, etc. And provide that in another sheet for me. And if, for example, a meta title is too long or a description is too long or too short, or the page doesn't have a structure or has syntax error in the structure, I get notification and the Google Sheet get filled with that. For example, the result of that is always when I go here, for example, in the SERP simulator, I fetch a page. I want to make sure all the time the title and description, this is how the page looks like in the search engine, Google search engine for the users. I want to make sure these are green. And this automation takes care of that. So these are important aspects of getting ranked highly on search engines as well. And these automations saves a lot of times, especially if in cases like my site, you have 400 pages and you can't go through one by one and see what is going on each page.